why I'm nervous now. Like, I don't know if it's because I got a couple more subscribers or what, but I am nervous when I film videos. But thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can know when I have a new video that drops. Also, we have a 30% off for Heal and Hydrate. It's my birthday weekend, so 30% off the entire store. So you can get your lotion, you can get your shea butter, Blemish oil, and also the body cream. The body cream is new and it's really, really good for the elbows. So go ahead and shop, shop, shop. So y'all, last week I was going to talk about the True Kitchen cocktail debacle, about the owner coming out and chastising the black women that were patronizing his restaurant, and also he was saying they were twerking and all type of stuff. If you haven't seen the video, there was a YouTuber that she has her opinion on the story, and also she has the footage of him talking to the women and also of the women twerking. But I just want to say, I've seen the footage and they weren't like wilding out like everybody said they were. Like, it was one lady that was standing on a couch, and I felt like that was a bit disrespectful. Like, you know not to just, like, she was just standing up, like looking around, and I just felt like they seemed like they was a little tipsy, like they had some drinks and whatnot, but that was no excuse for him to scream at half the women that were in there. And that's another thing, like, with black women, when we go out, we pay for what we want. If we brunch, if we go to anywhere, we treat ourselves, and we also patronize new restaurants, and we put people on to it if we like it. So I feel like he was really damaging his future business, because he was just being disrespectful. I also agree that he could have came up to the table and just tell them they have to leave. That was very easy. But he decided to break out into a soliloquy about how he felt and how he created this restaurant for black people. And my thing is, if you're trying to create a safe space for us, then create a dance floor. Don't be having a DJ and handing out shots if you don't expect us to dance. And I feel like a lot of guys that were in the comments were like, oh, women, y'all don't take accountability, y'all like being disrespectful and stuff like that. And I was like, it wasn't solely about that, because he could have just asked them to leave but if you handing out shots, which I heard he was, like it was somebody's birthday and he went to the table earlier and gave out shots of Patron or tequila or whatever, what do you expect? Like, and they were just having a good time. It was not all that bad what people make it out to be. You know what I mean? I remember when we had the podcast on Halloween, and I made a statement, which I wish I could eat my words right after I said it. I said, I feel like men pay more attention to women that twerk and stuff like that instead of, everyday working women and stuff like that. But I didn't mean it that way. What I meant to say was, I wish that men would live in their truth, so it wouldn't be so much like, oh, I can't be myself around her or stuff like that. Be who you are. So a lot of women that are looking for relationships and looking for love, they're not sitting around with somebody who's attracted to the same stuff that they say they hate. Like, for example, if a guy was like, oh, I only like women that, church going women, go to work every day, don't wear all that weave, don't have fake nails, stuff like that. But if you look at their internet browser history, you will see a lot of, twerking and booty go round and round. So I don't want to hear nothing about what you think you like, or, because a lot of women try to mold themselves around that, and that could be very damaging. So that's what I meant. There's nothing wrong with twerking. If you go back in history, twerking has, it's our culture pretty much, and it's been, spread across the globe. And right here in Louisiana, they brought bounce music, so they brought it more mainstream, and then you had some mainstream pop artists make a mockery out of it. So it's been demonized against us, but it's applauded for other non-black people, you know what I mean? So them women in the restaurant, I don't feel like they did anything to be yelled at like that. I feel like if you want them to, you know, leave, then ask them to leave or have security escort them out. But I felt like he was doing too much. Candace, Owens, and Noah Cyrus. So it all started, I'm not on Twitter first of all, but I just got this story on Facebook, and it really made me upset, because it started off with Harry Styles from, I think he was in One Direction. I wasn't really into that band, but okay. So Harry Styles, he be in a lot of, you know, fashion campaigns and whatnot. So he had on a skirt, I'm guessing, in this campaign, and I'm not sure if this was a response to that, but Candace Owens said, "I wish people would bring back masculine men." Uncalled for. She didn't need to say it, but she has a Twitter and she could say whatever she want to say. So here comes what's her name? Noah Cyrus. See, I don't even know her. Miley Cyrus' sister. And she was saying, she made a comment. She was like, "Harry Styles looks better than you nappy assholes." And you had women in the comments who didn't like Candace Owens saying, "Well, it's Candace Owens, so I don't care. She said what she said." And I was just like, no, that's wrong. That was so wrong. I don't know how she's that comfortable saying that. You know what I mean? And then she issued an apology after everybody roasted her. She was like, "I am so horrified." You know how they do. But let me just say this. First of all, my hair is nappy. I got full lips, big nose. Who are you talking to? Like, don't let these non-black celebrities, non-black people say things that are derogatory towards black women to a black woman just because you don't like the woman. You know what I'm saying? Candace Owens, I don't like her. She says a lot of things that some things are based in facts, but what she does is she flips them to agree with her narcissistic narrative, and she tries to chastise black people and, you know, publicly. And so I don't deal with anything that she does. I just pretty much ignore her, because she got a few like screws loose. You never know who could be next after that. When people get too comfortable, one thing one of my friends told me in cosmetology school, she was like, what you let happen will keep happening to you. Meaning that once you let somebody disrespect you, they get comfortable. And that's true. That was, you know, something that was, you know, proven to be true. So don't allow it. If you see it, say something, report it. But, you know, she sent her apology. Don't believe it. And I can't even say she canceled, because I don't even know how she mattered in the first place as far as like celebrity status, but I digress. Kevin Samuels is a YouTuber. I'm not sure what exactly his credentials are, but he had a show and he had this woman on there, and she has this pet grooming business, and she was just like, you know, I want to find a 6-figure guy. And I felt like what she was asking for was somebody that's, you know, kind of on her level as far as, you know, making some money, and so they can, you know, have some things in common. Like, he has his own endeavors, and, you know, she just wanted somebody on her level is what I'm thinking that she was saying. And he went on to ask her, like, what do you rate yourself? Like, you know, you have a child right now, you have a 13-year-old, and you have an unstable baby daddy or whatever. So men are going to be looking for that. And he asked her what she thinks she looked like in the face, and she said, this woman obviously had low self-esteem. Like, she had, you can tell she's been put through the ringer with relationships and whatnot. And he said that no, she said, oh, I'm a 5 in the face. And I was just like, woman, you are beautiful. Like, I can't believe she said a 5. She was like, man, I think I'm kind of a 7, but like at the end of the day, I'm like a 5. And he was like, well, okay, 5 is average. So a man making 6 figures don't want no average woman. And I just felt like that's not true. But you know what I mean, like I feel like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so I don't feel like what he was saying was helpful. And a lot of guys in the comments was like, yeah, give it to her straight, she needs the truth, women don't like to hear the truth. And I felt like, I don't feel like what she was asking for was too much. What I think she was just asking for was somebody on her level that would want to get to know her, and somebody that she could build with. You know, it's hard dating, especially being a black woman in the dating world. But I feel like he could have easily told her, you know, just build up your confidence, like take some time for yourself and get to know yourself, and then, you know, once you have that confidence, it'll start to, you know, attract different types of people, different types of men, you know. So he didn't tell her any of that. I think he just kept going with the 6-figure guy. And he was even like, you know, guys like me, you know, we don't want like nobody 36 years old with a 13-year-old, and just, you know, being really negative. And I feel like a lot of people feel like when they're negative, they're automatically, that's the truth. That's not the truth. He could have just said, get your confidence together, find a new hobby, join a group, you know what I'm saying, something to get her to keep going, you know, and not be so like, because she looked embarrassed and she looked depressed. And I just felt like, as a black man, it would have been a teaching lesson and a very powerful moment to encourage her to be confident, you know what I'm saying, give her positive advice instead of, you know, I think he was pandering to his audience, whoever that is. And I just felt like it was whack. So if you want to see that, that'll be in the description as well. And I don't know, y'all tell me your thoughts on that. That's all I have for today. But please, like I said before, like, comment, and subscribe, and put what you think down in the comment section. Also, don't forget the 30% off of Heal and Hydrate. And I can't wait to see y'all in the next one. The next one should be my birthday festivity video, and I hope you enjoy that one as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.